Hello students, hope you all are fine. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is Milestones of Development. We have done growth and development in class ninth, where we have studied the growth and development till 5 years of age. Now in this chapter we are going to do growth and development characteristics of different aspects till 12 years of age. We'll start with milestones of development. A milestone is a significant stage or an event in the development of something. Milestones of development with respect to physical, social, emotional, cognitive, and language development takes place in children between 5 to 12 years of age. Now we'll study about definitions of growth and development. Growth refers to increase in size and weight of a child, whereas development is not limited to growing physically larger or heavier. According to Herlock, it consists of progressive series of changes of an orderly, coherent type towards the goal of maturity. Here, the term progressive signifies that changes are leading forward rather than backward. For example, after gross motor skills, the child will learn the fine motor skills. So, he is going in forward direction rather than backward direction. The term orderly and coherent suggests that the development does not take place haphazardly, but there is a definite relationship between each stage and the next. After the physical development means the muscles when fully grown, the child will be able to stand properly, to walk properly. It means physical development and the motor development are connected to each other. And the term maturity means unfolding of the traits potentially present in the individual due to heredity. Generally, growth contributes to the development but not always. Now we'll do the difference between growth and development. Growth is external in nature, we can see it. Development is internal in nature, it is from within. Growth stops after some time when we reach adulthood. Development is continuous and a lifelong process. Growth can be directly measured, for example, height with the help of measuring tape and weight with the help of weighing machine. Whereas development is indirectly measured by drawing inferences, for example, from intelligence. Growth refers to the maturity, but development refers to the learning, means learning new skills and developing more. Growth is related to heredity. For example, our height, weight, all depends on the heredity factors. But development is related to environment. If we are getting the rich environment, we will be developed fully. Growth is quantitative change as we can measure it like 5 kgs, 3 kgs, 12 kgs. But development is a qualitative change. We can see the development only with the help of making inferences and observation. Growth is one of the aspects of development, but development is more complex and has many sides. Growth is not directional, whereas development is progressive and sequential. So this is the difference between growth and development. Now we'll move to the stages of development. Human development can be better understood if we focus on its different stages. This is the table showing stages of life with age. Prenatal period starts from conception to birth. Period of neonate starts from birth to 2 weeks. infancy stage 2 weeks to 1 year, babyhood 1 to 2 years, early childhood 2 to 6 years, late childhood 6 to 12 years, adolescence 11-12 means 11 in girls and 12 in boys to 18 to 19, 18 in girls and 19 years in boys, but this is also flexible. Adulthood from 18-19 years to 40 years of age, middle age 40 to 60 years, and old age 60 years and above. Different aspects of growth and development. Each of these stages have the following aspects: physical, motor, cognitive, social, emotional, and language development. We'll study these one by one. Now we'll study about the factors affecting physical development of a child. First one is the hereditary factors like height, weight, body structure. All these things are dependent on the hereditary factors which we got from our parents. Second one is the healthy and nutritive food which leads to the development of a child. Comfortable clothing and home environment which provides safety, security and protection. Third one is protection provided by adult members of the family enables the child stand on his feet and to interact with the family members. He will become independent then. A healthy environment is very necessary. Attainment of good and healthy habits are very important for the physical growth. Practicing hygienic practices are very important. Play and exercise also play an important role in the life of a child. Immunization schedule should be followed properly and strictly, otherwise the problems will arise. Gender difference. In the beginning, the development of bones and muscles are much better in girls, but by the end of childhood, boys also grow and are ahead of girls. So, gender difference plays an important role in physical development of a child. So, these are some factors which affects physical development of a child. Now, we'll move on to physical development in early childhood, that is 2 to 6 years of age. First one is height and weight. In early childhood, children grow about 3 inches in height every year and weight increased by 2 kgs every year. On an average, a 2-year-old child weighs 10 kg and height is about 81 centimeter, whereas 6-year-old weighs around 21 kg and height is around 116 centimeter. Body proportions. Now the baby look disappears gradually. Facial features remain small, but the chin becomes pronounced and the neck of the child elongates. There is a gradual decrease in the stockiness of the trunk and the body tends to become cone shaped with a flattened abdomen. Bones and muscles. The bones ossify at different rates in different parts of the body, following the laws of developmental direction. It means the muscles become larger, stronger, and heavier. With the result, the children look thinner as early childhood progresses, even though they weigh more because their muscles are becoming larger, stronger, and heavier. Next one is body build. Difference in body build become apparent for the first time in early childhood. Some children have endomorphic or the flabby body. Some may have mesomorphic or sturdy body. You can say muscular body build, and some may have ectomorphic or relatively thin body. Look at this diagram. First figure is showing ectomorphic. It means they are having thin body build. Second one is showing mesomorphic or sturdy. It means they are having muscular body build. Third one is endomorphic. It means they are having fat body build. Next one is fat. Children who are having endomorphic build, they will be having more of the adipose tissue than the muscular tissue. Those who are having mesomorphic body build tend to have more of the muscular tissue than the adipose tissue. But in case of ectomorphic build, they have small muscles and even little adipose tissue. Next one is teeth. By the age of 2.5 years, all the 28 milk teeth will have erupted. When early childhood ends, the milk teeth begin to fall off, and the child generally has one or more two permanent teeth, that is, frontal central incisors. There are some gaps also where permanent teeth will eventually erupt. Primary teeth are also known as baby teeth. On the left hand side, it is given age tooth comes in months, means the age of eruption. On the right hand side, it is age tooth is lost, which means shed. Central incisors erupts at the age of 8 to 12 months and get shed at the age of 6 to 7 years. Lateral incisors erupts at the age of 9 to 13 months and get shed at the age of 7 to 8 years. Canine erupted at the age of 16 to 22 months and shed at the age of 10 to 12 years. First molar erupted at the age of 13 to 19 months and first molar gets erupted at the age of 9 to 11 years. Second molar erupts at the age of 25 months to 33 months and they get shed at the age of 10 to 12 years. In the lower jaw, second molars erupted at the age of 23 to 31 months and get shed at the age of 10 to 12 years of age. First molar in lower jaw erupts at the age of 14 to 18 months and gets shed at the age of 9 to 11 months. Canine in lower jaw erupts at the age of 17 to 23 months and gets shed at the age of 9 to 12 years. Lateral incisors, they erupted at the age of 10 to 16 months and they get shed at the age of 7 to 8 years. Central incisors, they erupted at the age of 6 to 10 months and they get shed at the age of 6 to 7 years. So this is basic chart which shows the structure of teeth with the eruption timing and shed timing. We'll move on to the characteristics of the early childhood. The child learns to play in a group and pretend play is their favorite. For example, they pretend to be a mother, teacher, or students. Their vocabulary increases as the child knows more than 2000 words and communication is through short sentences. Child thinking is egocentric. It means they are thinking about himself or herself, like they are more possessive about their parents, siblings, and their toys. They like to imitate people and their behavior. They like to behave like their parents are behaving or the way they are talking. He or she becomes very active and shows lot of curiosity and asks endless questions why, where, whom, etc. They are also become very independent now. They want to do their own work on their own at their own pace. But the child needs approval and encouragement from the parents. They also gain height and weight, and there is an improvement in fine motor skills. The children learn to do a lot of things with their hands and fingers. That is why in playway schools or kindergarten schools, they teach children to use their hands and fingers, like in potato painting, in finger painting, so that it will lead to the improvement in fine motor skills. So, these are the characteristics of early childhood. So, students, we have covered growth and development, their difference, stages of development, and physical development in early childhood. And we will be continuing with this chapter in the next class. Thank you.